Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another business owner interview with today. Today I have Joyce Gundling from Gundling and Company. She is the owner and CPA of Gundling and Company. And I believe, Joyce, you're also certified in QuickBooks, correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. So, and my name is Kyron. I am with Pinnacle Action Coach. We are a business coaching company that serves Southwest Ohio and also Northern Kentucky. So, Joyce, thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
Happy to be here. Thanks.
Awesome. So, Joyce, tell us about your company.
So I started my own accounting firm 23 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. I service small businesses and individual clients, and I really enjoy working with a startup company. I assist them with the QuickBooks online training, help them with their tax compliance, planning, and preparation needs.
Oh, that's all super important, is that once you take that step outside of the W-2 world into the business ownership world, everything changes. It's really good to have someone like you by your side so that, the IRS doesn't come knocking on your door, right?
Right. Compliance is important. We don't want to become pen pals with the IRS. All the other entities around here too, all those local entities and state entities. Yeah, that can be a nightmare. So we want to avoid that at all costs.
Awesome. So when it comes to your ideal clients, do you work mainly with small businesses or do you go all the way up to the big, larger companies as well?
Small businesses, yes. In my business, it makes a lot of sense to just work with a small business. And sometimes clients outgrow me. I cannot be all things to all people.
Yep.
I don't intend to be. And there have been times in the past where businesses have started out small, but then they've got so large that I can't help them any longer, or they're better served going elsewhere. So I partner up with other professionals to help them once they get to that point.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really good. And that says a lot about you as a person, as a company, right? That you can identify that, hey, your needs are better suited somewhere else, instead of saying, okay, well, let me just think about what I can do to try to keep you because I don't want to lose you. If I'm losing you, it wants to be for a good reason, not for a bad reason, right? Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So thinking about this last year and COVID and all that great stuff, like how has it affected your business?
So it's really allowed me to provide even better service to my clients because there are more needs that are unknown to them.
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole brand new world, and how to help them navigate through the PPP loan application and forgiveness process, the COVID leave and sick leave credits that are out there, the employee retention credits. For the first time, sole proprietors were able to apply for unemployment. So just to help them navigate through all of that, it really took a village, I think, to help service clients these days and to stay in front of them and make sure that they were taking advantage of all the financial resources that are available for them to get through this tough time.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who didn't know of everything that's available. I mean, even some of the things that you've just talked about, I didn't even know and hadn't even heard of. So I think it's really good to have someone like you on the side of a small business, right? It might just be the make or break between staying in business and not staying in business.
Right. And I've been fortunate. None of my clients have gone out of business because of COVID, and everyone seems to be hanging in there okay. And some are even thriving. So it's really interesting, especially when it comes to the types of businesses that do home remodeling. Because instead of spending money going on vacation, clients are taking that opportunity, or taxpayers are taking that opportunity, and they're investing in their own home or the real estate that they have. So that's helped some of those clients pick it up a notch, and now they're busier than they ever have been.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you think about, so coming out of COVID, so the great thing is you didn't lose any clients and your clients didn't go out of business. But as, more companies are coming over and pushing through this whole ordeal, I imagine you're probably going to see an uptick in your client base. And how are you preparing for such an uptick to come?
So I'm pretty well versed in helping clients with QuickBooks Online. there might be a lot of people that are thinking about starting their own business so they can maybe be more in control of their future. And that is an area that I really enjoy helping people with starting their own companies. They can consult with me to figure out what choice of entity they want to be, and we can get them set up on QuickBooks Online. QuickBooks Online is nice because I can access their accounting needs from any device at any time. So it's very easy for me to help them. And with Zoom, and there's also video out there that it's Loom video that allows me to train my clients to teach
Oh,
them,
nice.
how to do a specific task in QuickBooks. And then that way that they are able to manage their company at their own fingertips. They don't have to wait a month or more after the fact to see how they're doing. They can get their numbers in real time and connect their QuickBooks Online account to their bank account and to their credit card account so that all the transactions are right there. So I am geared up and ready to help those people that are wanting to start a new business or have recently started a new business, but they just haven't taken their accounting to that level. And then that way they can focus on what they need to do to grow the business, to manage it. And then I can help them with the compliance needs when it comes to tax preparation and compliance.
So thinking like if there's one great piece of advice, and I think this is really useful because I think a lot of people when they start businesses, probably the accounting perspective is the one thing that nobody ever thinks about until tax time rolls around, right? I mean, myself included. I have a real estate business, and I will say that this year's going to be a challenge trying to figure out how to file taxes. But what's the one biggest piece of advice that you would give to any new business owner who doesn't have someone like you on their team, right, to help them through these waters? What's the one biggest piece of advice you'd give to these folks?
So my one piece of advice is to get accounting software like QuickBooks where everything's in one spot and it's easy for you to use. QuickBooks Online comes with an app that you are able to access transactions from your phone. So like, let's say you go to Staples and you buy some office equipment. What you can do while you're in the store still, you can take a picture of your receipt on your phone. You can upload that into the QuickBooks software. And then everything will start being accounted for and compiled all in one spot. You want keeping things convenient and easy and in real time is, I think, one of the best pieces of advice that I can give to clients. And it's nice to operate out of just one checking account that you only use for your business and one credit card that you only use for your business. And that way, the only activity that's not accounted for would be business miles and any expenses, like if you paid for parking and you actually paid cash for parking, then I can help you account for those things that are not running through that checking account or that credit card activity. But QuickBooks does, if you use the app, it does track your miles for you. So then if you, here's what I do. On Sundays, I have a reminder on my calendar to go through my mileage app and record which miles are personal and which miles are business. And then those are linked to QuickBooks, and then I have everything in one spot. So at any point in time, I can go and look at a profit and loss report in QuickBooks and know exactly where I stand. If you have the type of business where you invoice clients and they owe you money, then also you can keep track of your receivables on QuickBooks. And QuickBooks has set up this called QuickBooks Payments. It's one of the least expensive ways for people to pay you via credit card or pay you through ACH draft. So you can just send them an invoice, and then at their convenience, they can link that to their bank account and pay you or enter their credit card information. So there's just a lot of bells and whistles that come with that. So that's my main advice, is to get everything on software like QuickBooks Online and have it all accounted for in one spot.
That is fantastic advice. I think the getting out of the consumer mindset and into the business owner mindset and how you spend your money and where you're pulling your money from is probably one of the hardest habits to change. Let's say speaking from personal experience. And so you're right, it probably creates quite the nightmare. But you know what? We're only in the end of February, so there's still time. There's still time to
That's
change.
right. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Get it right for next year.
Right.
Um, Thinking, so you've been in business for yourself for quite some time and you haven't looked back. What's been the biggest thing you've learned as a business owner?
How much caring about others really matters.
Mhm.
And I think that's the number one characteristic that I have, and it's served me very well. And just to know people want to do business with those they know, like, and trust. And when
Absolutely.
you're somebody's CPA, the trust factor is huge.
Mhm.
The usernames and passwords that
Yeah.
get shared, and all the personal information about people, and you have to hold that close to your heart and keep it safe and confidential. And there's just a lot to that. So, and I've got many long-term clients.
Mhm.
And it seems like I have a lot of happy clients. So that's what motivates me, is to keep clients happy. And I feel like I'm a problem solver. That's what I like to do. Sometimes it's too hard because you want to solve everybody's problems, and
Yeah, that's true.
you to draw the line. Okay, I can't help you with that, but I can help you with this.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, that's caring, just truly caring about people. And I enjoy what I do. I think that's important too, is to do work that you have a passion for. And I definitely do.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And especially, the caring and just genuinely caring about people, it really goes a long way in anything that you do in life. And I've learned that, all through my life in the corporate world, outside the corporate world, family, friends, whatever. People can tell, people can really, they have that discernment. They can tell if you're genuine or not. And I 100% agree with you that just really caring about people's well-being goes so far in every part of your life.
It does. Yes.
So the last thing I want to talk about is inspiration. So, thinking about where you are today, like, where do you draw inspiration from?
So having happy clients, and then letting me know and sharing all kinds of great information with me, that drives me to keep doing what I'm doing every day. But in general, it's my family that gives me the inspiration, because without their support or them being here, like, this would all be for naught.
Yeah.
So definitely family gives me the inspiration to do what I do every day. And during
Yeah.
tax season, to stay up till midnight and get up
Oh,
crack of
goodness.
dawn, and it's like Groundhog's Day over and over again. At least there's usually a light at the end of the tunnel. Like last year, they moved it from April to July, and then this year there's talk about maybe doing that again. So there's pros and cons about that, but I do like having a sense of completion. That's what I like about the work that I do, is there are a lot of wrap-ups. There's a lot of finalization, and you can feel good about it. I feel almost like everything I do is a piece of art in its own way. And
Yeah.
I like that sense of accomplishment. And helping clients, I like being able to say, okay, here's what you were able to save, or if you do this, here's how you can keep more of your hard-earned income in your own pocket. That's kind of what I want to help clients do, is keep more of their hard-earned income, and then partner up with other people too to help them build their net worth. I'm not all things to all people. I'm not going to tell people where to invest their money, but I'll tell them the tax savings of what they do. So, having other good partners to refer my clients to, or to have that whole team concept, really has served me well too.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to, let folks know about your business, whether it's offers or just whatever's on your mind?
Okay. Well, if you are starting a new business or thinking about it, contemplating it, I would love the opportunity to speak with you, especially between the months of May and August. That's kind of my downtime. I'm lucky because a lot of my work is residual. Not all of us have residual work, but with tax preparation, if you do a good job, you have happy clients, you've got that same work coming back over and over again. But now that my children are they're 21 and 18. So I've got more capacity, especially in those summer months. So May through definitely August or even May
Yeah.
through November are great times for me to get people up and running on QuickBooks or help them take it up a notch or anything like. So I enjoy helping people help themselves. So I don't provide a bookkeeping service. I try to train my clients how to do it themselves, but I'll hold their hand as long as they need me to.
Yeah.
And then I'm there to answer the odd questions, the odd situations that come around from there. But if anybody between May and August would like a half hour of QuickBooks training from me at a discounted rate, I would be happy to do that. So the first 30 minutes of any QuickBooks assistance that I would provide would be at a discounted rate of $30 for 1/2 hour between May and
Awesome. Awesome. That's a great deal. It's a great, I mean, I've never used QuickBooks, but I can't imagine, like, it seems like it's a very robust software. So sometimes it probably takes a little bit of, technical know-how and kind of understanding how things might work in the back end to really know what you're putting in on the front end. Awesome. Well, Joyce, I want to thank you so much for joining us today on the interview. And I am going to stop recording here.